if you want the best airflow, and if you're a gamer, you hate your stuff just heats up, stay away from all those mid ATX cases. Anything that says mid, stay away. If you're going to be a gamer or a hardcore demand settings or whatever, or you just hate having your stuff get really hot, get yourself a full ATX case. Keep your case as much open as you can. Mod your case to make sure it's more open than it can be. And that's the thing with mid ATX cases. You want to make sure you got a lot of stuff open, because I don't like mid ATX cases. I had tons of them. I've been through expensive builds, cheap, budget, expensive parts, graphics cards, motherboards, you name it. And I'll give you some hints on what way I keep my case and how to keep it cool, every component cool, and your stuff's not getting bogged up by heat or whatever. Because people don't tell you this. You get these idiots on YouTube or whatever that want to try to get fame or money or whatever, YouTube fame or whatever, or they just become YouTube legends by PC stuff. You go and watch these people, they think they know what they're talking about, but they really don't. They're just trying to waste your money, your time. So go out there, buy yourself the most cheapest full ATX case you can. Stay away from anything that's mid ATX or mini ITX, because they're not going to give your parts, your components, the best. Unless you want to be a hot oven non-stop, go ahead. But always keep your stuff as much as open as you can. Who cares about the front panels and stuff? I don't care about that. This build is just to make sure I have the best airflow I can for my money. You can get this on a deal on Newegg. I have it at same case here, but one with the door coming for another build. So let me show you the front real quick. I modded everything. I even put better fans in here. Got those on Newegg. They're some of the best airflow fans that I got for a budget. So if you can get a deal on those, get yourself those. You get like 3 in a box. And they push some cold air. I have this one down here. No one probably wouldn't do this, but I did it. So I can get the cold air from the bottom too come in here. And I'm going to tell everyone again, if you're going to be on carpet or you're going to have stuff close to walls and stuff, which I don't even recommend, which I'm going to tell you why. I don't put the back of the case or whatever close to a wall or under stuff, because that's just limiting my airflow. That means all that air or whatever is going to get trapped and go back in or whatever. Or stay around in the same area, and that's not going to make any sense. So, to make other stuff get hot air or whatever, just go all the way back in. You know. So keep your case as much out in the open as you can. Keep it from being under tables or anything that's gonna be around, hovering over it. Now this case was the silent version. I think that's the more expensive than the basic with the open. So I took all this stuff out. I had fans on it before to make sure the heat goes up, but I wanted to test out an AIO, which I didn't care for. I'm not going in there, which... So I'm back to coolers and the AIOs. I'm not taking a chance on water leaking. I did find a 360, which I put in there and I tested it out, but I just didn't feel for it, you know. But I did go on my BIOS and I put everything to full load so that the heat sinks and all don't get hot gaming. Everything just stays cold. But the thing with mid ATX cases and ITX cases is your stuff is just going to be cramped in one spot. There's nothing really for each part to get its best out of your money or whatever you're spending on to cool your stuff. People don't, these OGs or whatever like him, don't tell you. They don't do videos and tell you how to actually cool and keep your stuff up to par. You know, and keep it to last to be the best it can. I mean, I'm just straight up Call of Duty gamer, and I'm testing other games too, but stuff gets hot, you know what I mean, when you're gaming. I've been through a lot of stuff in the past. Expensive, budget, you name it. But I'm trying to help everyone to just stay away from all those mid ATX cases. If you're going to be a gamer and you're going to build, or you just want your stuff to last. So keep your case as much out and open as much as you can. Even if you even go to a mid ATX case, try to keep it as much open as you can. And why I like my PSU up here inside facing up, never gets hot, stays cool, never have a problem, nothing to worry about. I could game, put heavy load or whatever, and it just stays cool. Also, this here is helping this keep cool too, because I'm bringing cold air or whatever from the bomb in the case. Keep this all cool, and all this airflow just escaping out that way all around the case. Words can't describe. Just make sure you get yourself a full ATX case. Cheapest one you can find. eBay, Amazon, Newegg. Get yourself a deal on these cases. These Gamex. And try to keep your stuff as open as you can, and out in the open too, so you don't block any airflow or have any problems with overheating. But I will be continuing more builds with this case and the other one, but this is just my opinion, my advice on those people that are not telling you how to keep your stuff cool, so that all your components that are just cramped up and getting what it's deserved, when you can get a full ATX and everything that's just not cramped up, and all the airflow or whatever can actually get to each part and help it better, and not be so cramped up or whatever, do nothing. Because I don't even keep all this stuff. I keep everything open. I don't care about those motherboard stuff. I want my motherboard to keep cool, and all the heat or whatever not to be trapped in there or whatever, and just don't listen to all these people, these other ideas on these mid ATX and stuff, because you're just not going to get the best performance when you're doing high demand gaming. So just, if I were you, I'd stick with full ATX cases. Get as much full ATX cases to get the best out of your money. You keep it out and mostly open. You know, put some fans up top to exit the, if you're ever getting like heat or whatever, or having bad airflow problems, exhaust the heat out. Just like how the fan's facing this. Same like that. Just put, or open up your case more, and you're still gonna get airflow in. Your parts are gonna be more better for whatever part you have. That way the air can get to it better and not be cramped up like a mid ATX case or whatever. Also, these help too. Keep your graphics cards cool. Really don't need it, but it just helps. These GPU coolers. But enough said. This is just my little tip on how to get the best airflow and best for your money. It's just stay away from all those ATX, mid ATX, micro ATX, whatever. Just get yourself full ATX if you can. On the Amazon, eBay, Mercari app, Facebook Marketplace, or just search for some full ATX cases on a budget if you can't get one. Or spend that money, because they're worth it.